Welcome back to my IGTV channel. My name's Alexa. This is the place to get daily tips, tricks, and hacks on how to get healthy, live happy, and find joy. Yes, this is the practical information on how to incorporate it into your life. I have a podcast and a blog where you can get all the knowledge and learn all the things, but this is the place where I'm going to show you how you can actually incorporate it into your own life, how I do my own life, and today it starts with my matcha because it's Monday morning. And I don't know about you, but I get a little anxious on Sunday morning going into the week, something I'm definitely working on. But one thing I definitely look forward to every morning is a warm drink, even in the heat of the summer. And one of my favorites is matcha. Now, matcha is all the rage. So I just want to kind of clarify what matcha is and what it can do for our body, and then how you can make it into a drink that you actually like. So matcha is essentially just green tea, but it's the leaves of green tea that are just finely crushed. And these are considered to be quote unquote the finest tea leaves in all the world. And they're loaded with antioxidants and nutrients in that deep green color. So you're gonna find that matcha is green, and that color is providing so many nutrients for our body. So matcha is quote unquote a superfood, and it provides a lot for our body. I really have found that matcha does give me a lot of natural energy. Now, matcha does have caffeine in it. However, it's a different form of caffeine than coffee or black tea or your energy drinks. And this form of caffeine is actually considered to be slow releasing. So it doesn't just get into your bloodstream, spike everything, kind of throw your hormonal cascade off. It's more slow releasing in your body so that your hormones aren't as impacted as other forms of caffeine. Now, I will say, if you're struggling with your hormones, or you have something else going on, or you just feel like you've become addicted to caffeine, or it's lost its oomph in your life, I would really recommend going on a caffeine detox, which you're probably shutting this video off now. Stick with me. It really can make a huge difference in your life. I know I went on one, and I really felt so great afterwards. I don't even crave caffeine like I used to. And in fact, I can just stick with the matcha, and I know that my body is fine, it's even, and things are working really well. Now with my matcha, I don't even drink it every day, although maybe in the wintertime I will, but I tend to mix up my drinks, my morning drinks a little bit, just to give some variety. But I really do love matcha, and I know a lot of people do as well. There are endless ways to make matcha. The most basic is literally just warm water and matcha whisked in, because if you don't whisk it, it'll be clumpy. Now I just use a Vitamix or a high-powered blender or any kind of blender because I just don't want to whisk it. And I add a lot of quote-unquote superfoods to my matcha. So just to mix it all up and give it that frothy consistency that you might find at a coffee shop, that's how I do it. So this is the matcha I use. You can just use water and matcha. That's the most basic form. That's the original way to drink matcha, but I don't love it that way. Matcha can be a little bit bitter, and so I like to spice mine up with some other things. So what I'm gonna do is I use a cup of nut milk and a cup of water, and I warm this up. Not hot, because if you make it too hot, you'll actually kill all the nutrients in the matcha. So this is just warmed milk and water, and I'm using nut milk. I really like Milk Organics lately, but you're just gonna pour that in the blender. Then you're just gonna add pure vanilla. A little bit will do, so just a splash of vanilla. You can use vanilla bean or vanilla bean paste. I'm gonna add just a smidge of honey. Now, if you're using sweetened nut milk, do not add any sweetener until you try it. I just add just a teeny squirt, like a teaspoon of honey, cinnamon, and I add quite a bit of cinnamon. This is, again, just based off taste. I'm also going to add some coconut butter. So I like to add a fat and a protein to every drink that I make. And the reason is it just makes it more filling and more nutritious, and it helps make this more substantial. So I always drink my matcha with my breakfast, but this really, again, is a great place to add all these other nutrients and foods that you like to add into your diet that you just don't know where. And it can be a great source of protein and fat if you do it right. So to make it a great source of fat, I add some coconut butter. You could add some MCT oil or coconut oil. I mean, you wouldn't even have to add any fat at all. Like, that's totally fine. These, again, are optional. And then I add my Vital Proteins collagen powder. There's two different kinds. There's collagen creamer, the light's not good, collagen creamer, and then just the plain. The creamer is gonna have, it's made with coconut milk, so it's gonna have some more flavor to it. That is really good, but today I'm just gonna stick with the plain collagen. Technically 2 scoops is a serving, And this is gonna provide a ton of protein to your diet. There's 18 grams per every 2 scoops. So it really, again, is a great source of collagen and protein and essential nutrients that I really can't get other places. Collagen has made such a huge change in my life, and I can't recommend it enough. So I try to find ways to add it to my diet every day, and warm drinks is one of those. So I have the water, the milk, cinnamon, honey, collagen. I gotta add my matcha. Now, a serving of matcha in 1 cup is about a half a teaspoon. So I add about a teaspoon because I have 2 cups here, maybe just a slightly under. I used to whisk my matcha in or like sift it in, but I found that I don't really even need to do that step. And I dropped my sifter down in the Vitamix. So that's gone. So I would have to buy a new one. But I just do a little less than a teaspoon of matcha in there. And just blend it up. Now you could add adaptogens to this. I mean, there are really tons of different things that you could add to it, but that's literally all you do. I just blend it for about a minute to make it nice and frothy. The collagen is really gonna help make it frothy, and then I just pour it in a cup and enjoy. So there's my blended matcha, just pour it in a cup. And there's Monday morning. Thank you so much for watching another IGTV video. I thank you so much for being here. I have so many good things coming up this week, so stay tuned. I'll be back tomorrow with another very special episode on why you should stop chewing gum. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, here's to crushing Monday.